actionfigureresource.com. Yesterday's toys, today's treasures.
The Action Figure Resource Collecting Guide to Aliens and Predator. Part 2. NECA. This guide also covers the run of McFarlane toys and Funko and Super 7's reaction figures, although there have of course been many other Aliens and Predator tie-in figures over the years, including Minimates, Hot Toys, and Monster Arts. Back in 1979, Kenner had a crack at releasing a 12-inch Alien figure. It was fairly brittle and shipped in small numbers, making it much sought after today. This was originally going to be attached to a line of Alien action figures, which got to the mould stage but no further, as clearly this R-rated bleak sci-fi masterpiece was not, at the time, a haven for child-friendly toy tie-ins. 34 years later, and Super 7 took those early designs and, in collaboration with Funko, released a series of Alien reaction figures based on what Kenner might have made back then. These included Ripley in and out of a spacesuit, Dallas, Ash, and 3 versions of Kane, suited, face-hugged, and chest-bursted. And of course, 2 paint jobs on the Alien to match the on-screen and HR Giga prototype versions. More recently, there has been a variant Orange Alien and a 3-pack of the Nostromo crew, Lambert, Dallas, and Kane, in their spacesuits. And speaking of Kenner, the turn of the 21st century was when their license to produce Alien and Predator toys passed across to McFarlane, who released many tie-in lines over 2003 and 2004 to coincide with the release of Alien vs. Predator, or AVP, the movie. This coincided with the kids who had enjoyed the Kenner Aliens line of the 90s hitting their 20s and getting the disposable budgets required to invest in the adult collectible figure scene, thus fueling the success of these lines in the following years. In 2002, Movie Maniacs Series 5 included an Alien vs. Predator 2-pack and a variant Stealth Predator released singly. Their Series 6 included The Predator from the 1987 movie, and 2 versions, one battle-damaged, from the 1990 sequel. There were also 2 aliens, a dog from Alien 3 and a warrior from Alien Resurrection. Series 7 introduced a human in the shape of Colonial Marines Corporal Hicks, despite the fact that Hicks is not a maniac. These tied in with McFarlane's single-figure releases of the original 79 Alien and Cameron's 86 Warrior Alien, along with a deluxe set of the Queen. Alongside these were a 12-inch tall Alien drone and a Predator in the same scale. In 2004, when the AVP movie launched, each of the 3 hero Predators from the movie, or anti-hero if the humans are the heroes, which I don't think they are, depends on your point of view, were given a singly packaged figure. These include Scar, Celtic, Elder, and Chopper Predators, and a Battle Alien. Each of these Predators was also featured in a 2-pack diorama, each depicting a major conflict from the movie, notably in which each of the Predators die at the end. Scar also got a 12-inch version. By the time the sequel emerged in 2007, the license had moved across to NECA, the National Entertainment Collectibles Association, or NECA. NECA capitalized on the boundless information displayed by Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, the particularly dark and mean-spirited movie, by releasing 7 variations of its wolf predator: masked, open-mouthed, closed-mouthed, battle-damaged, open-mouthed, battle-damaged, mid-cloaked, and finally, cloaked. There was also a warrior alien and the dreadlocked, mother-hunting Predalien included in this assortment. A Toys R Us exclusive Alien vs. Predator 2-pack, paying homage to the Kenner original, was then released to set the tone for what NECA were aiming for. Part nostalgia trip, part contemporary update with excellent modern sculpting, paint and articulation. What followed, beginning in 2010 to tie in with the new movie Predators, was, at the time of this production, 14 series of Predator figures, 3 per assortment, with regular variants and convention exclusives. They ranged in origin from the 1987 Predator, Predator 2 from 1990, Predators from 2010, several of the Dark Horse comic series, at least 2 series paying direct homage to the 90s Kenner figures, sharing exact names and designs, and by Series 14, a trifecta of the heroes from the first AVP movie, 10 years after the McFarlane originals. So for Series 1 you had the Classic, the Falconer, the Berserker in a mask, and the San Diego Comic-Con 2010 variant Cloaked Berserker. Series 2 was the Unmasked Berserker, the Tracker, the Battle-Damaged Classic Predator, and there's a variant of the Close-Mouthed Classic. Both of those 2 series were based on the 2010 Predators movie. Series 3 took it back to the original 2 as well. There's the Masked Classic Predator from 1987, the Elder Predator from Predator 2, the Hound from Predators in 2010, and there was also a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Gort Predator from 2011, along with a variant of the Masked Classic in a cloak mode. Series 4 was based on City Hunter, which included a Shaman, a Boar Predator, the City Hunter himself, and a camo-cloaked Berserker from Predators versus the Masked City Hunter from Predator 2 2-pack, despite the fact that these two never clashed on screen. Series 5 included Stalker, Snake, and Guardian Predators. Series 6 included Warrior, Lost Predator, and Scout Predator. Series 7, which was again back to Predator 2 and 2010's Predators, included City Hunter again from Predator 2, Big Red, who was one of the Predators seen on the ship in the background in Predator 2 again, the camo-cloaked Falconer from Predators in 2010, and a variant cloaked City Hunter. Series 8 went back to the original Predator from 1987. It comprised of the Masked Jungle Hunter, and Schwarzenegger's Dutch Schaefer in Extraction and Jungle Patrol outfits. Series 9 continued along the same vein, with Water Encounter Jungle Hunter, Jungle Encounter Dutch, Jungle Disguise Dutch, and a Final Battle Dutch and Final Battle Jungle Hunter 2-pack. This is where he covered himself in mud and then battered the Predator with a giant log. There was also a San Diego Comic-Con 2013 exclusive Albino Predator. Series 10 was based on the variants of the original Kenner figures, including Nightstorm, Hive Wars, and Lava Planet. Series 11 was an assortment of all sorts, including Thermal Vision Dutch, which is Schwarzenegger as seen via the Predator's Heat Vision, Battle Armor Lost Predator, and Wasp Predator. Series 12 Bad Blood was based on the Dark Horse comic series of the same name, including a updated V2 version of the Elder Predator from Predator 2 in 1990, along with the Viper Predator, and the Enforcer and Bad Blood Predator from that comic line. Series 13 went back to the Kenner originals, including the beloved Cracked Tusk, Scavenge, and Renegade, that was originally in the AVP 2-pack. And finally, in Series 14, the AVP 2004 movie trifecta of Scar, Chopper, and the Celtic Predator. This line may well continue ad infinitum as long as collectors love Predator. One particularly striking run of singly released figures spans well beyond Aliens and Predator, but contains fine examples of both, and that's the video game line from NECA. Now these are exactly the same sculpt as existing figures, but each has a stylized colour scheme to make them resemble the 8-bit graphics of their late 80s, early 90s video games. These include a blue and brown xenomorph from the NES Alien 3, and 2 Predators from their own respective games. Another Predator was painted to resemble his appearance on the cover of a Dark Horse comic. Prometheus, released in 2012 and a spiritual successor to Alien, which takes place, for better or worse, in the same universe, calling into question all kinds of Mr. Wayland conundrums, received 3 assortments of figures, including the Engineer, or Space Jockey, the android David 8 with a creepily realistic Michael Fassbender license, Numi Rapace's Watts, and Fifield, the man with the melty head. The more overt nods to the alien mythos, aside from the identity of the space jockeys, include this hideous, enormous facehugger type creature, which came in a 2-pack with another engineer, and the resultant Xeno hybrid hatchling, curiously dubbed Deacon. And finally we're going to look at NECA's dedicated 7-inch Aliens line, which began in 2013 and to date has gone for 6 series. Series 1 included Corporal Hicks and Private Hudson, along with a superposable warrior alien. This wasn't the first Michael Biehn likeness NECA had produced, as the 2012 Kyle Reese figure from their Terminator line preceded it. Hudson, once again, has a great big whining baby face. Now, Hicks appeared in a pair of accompanying 2-packs, each one packaged with a xenomorph in various states of being blasted apart and spraying acid. Series 2, which emerged in 2013, accurately delivered the Giga-designed 1979 alien with that distinctive washed-out yellowy-brown colour scheme. The second figure was basically the same warrior from the first assortment, but since this was from the Cameron film, it bore his signature blue tinge. The third was a Marine named Sergeant Windrix. Now, there's an interesting and touching story connected to this fellow. He didn't feature in any of the films, comics, or video games, but was instead sculpted and named after the likeness of NECA employee Kyle Windrix's brother, Craig, who was battling stage 4 stomach cancer at the time. Craig passed away in 2014, but here he is, in many ways, immortalized in plastic, more than most of us could hope for. Series 3 delivered a spookily accurate Lance Henriksen as Bishop from Aliens, along with a dog alien from the rarely referenced Alien 3, and Kane in his spacesuit from the original Alien being face-hugged into oblivion. This detailed spacesuit body was reused to create Captain Dallas in Series 4 and Lieutenant Ripley, alongside another version, again extremely accurate to the likeness of Sigourney Weaver, with the same jumpsuit and flame unit from the 1979 original, which came packaged with Jones the cat. Having beautifully recaptured the characters from the first Alien, NECA went ahead and gave every fan what they'd been dying for decades. A screen-accurate Ellen Ripley from Aliens, complete with her pulse rifle flamethrower combo, which headlined Series 5. Bishop, having been torn in half by the Queen, was also in this selection, along with a facehugger and its pod, which came packaged with him. And to tie in with an early 90s novel named Genocide, a 2-pack of warring xenomorphs in black and red, each representing a different alien clan, and each a repaint of the earlier warrior figures. The crown jewel, pun entirely intended, would of course be the Alien Queen herself, released in all her terrifying glory as a deluxe set in 2014. And in October 2015, NECA's Power Loader was released, standing over 11 inches tall and featuring more than 30 points of articulation, including fully articulated arms and legs, 20 wires and hoses, working pistons, and exceptional detail. Figures sold separately. Those are of course the words from the NECA website, but I want this so badly. Series 6, the last at the time of this production, replicates Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda, who went looking for her mother in 2014's survival horror video game Alien Isolation, which pays homage to the original movie, delivering us into the shadowy and frighteningly accurate hallways of a Weyland-Yutani space station named Sebastopol, now being patrolled by a single nightmare-inducing alien. These sci-fi blockbusters and their respective interlinking fan bases show no signs of stopping, and with more Prometheus, more aliens, and more Predators on the horizon, we can expect many new action figures, with even better sculpting, paint detail, likenesses, and fun movie-related accessories. We hope you've enjoyed this collector guide. Be sure to check out our special videos on Kenner and NECA.
ActionFigureResource.com. Yesterday's toys, today's treasures.